you looking for more info about Bloomingdale, Florida? Come take a tour with me and I'll show you all that the area has to offer. So first off, Bloomingdale is near and dear to my heart just because I grew up in Bloomingdale. I spent 20-something years in the neighborhood of Bloomingdale, growing up in there, going to school around there, and just everything right there in the area. So I know tons about it and absolutely love the area still. So Bloomingdale is the largest neighborhood in Hillsborough County, over 5,000 homes with over 23,000 residents. It's located south of Bloomingdale Avenue, but north of Fishhawk Boulevard, east of John Moore, and west of Lithia Pinecrest. So the neighborhood itself of Bloomingdale is separated into east and west, one actually in the zip code of Valrico and the other side in the zip code of Brandon. Bloomingdale is made up of mostly single-family homes, but there are townhomes and villas and a condo complex mixed within as well. Bloomingdale itself has tons and tons of amenities nearby, as well as its own events brought on by the Bloomingdale Neighborhood Association. Now, Bloomingdale Neighborhood Association is a community association chartered by residents in 1980 as the Bloomingdale Homeowners Association. They now host the website for all of the events going on in Bloomingdale, as well as all of the deed restrictions for both the voluntary and mandatory associations in Bloomingdale. Along with that, they have the Bloomingdale Gazette, they have tons of social media sites, they have the new and improved Bloomingdale Neighborhood Association website, they have a Twitter and a Facebook page. They also provide community scholarships for people who reside within the area. They have an email alert system just for any kind of emergencies or anything that residents need to know about. They have a volunteer registry and tons of volunteer opportunities. They have membership services, and their neighborhood improvement services include the Neighborhood Standards Program, Yard of the Month, annual cleanup days, and a Santa visit and charity food drive, along with a fall festival and tons of other great local events. The area is further defined by the amenities it offers, including the Bloomingdale Golfers Club, which is right within Bloomingdale East, a community sports complex right there on the edge of the border. They have the Campo Community YMCA, 2 county parks and recreation facilities right within the neighborhood borders. They also have the Bloomingdale Public Library just on the other side of Bloomingdale Avenue, and several top-rated county schools right in and nearby. Bloomingdale itself is a unique community in that 5 separate developers took part in building of the Bloomingdale neighborhood, as well as there are tons of other littler neighborhoods nearby that also make up some of the Bloomingdale area. Here's a little bit of history about Bloomingdale and Valrico. In the late 1840s, settlers began arriving in Bloomingdale, located in the vicinity of Lithia Pinecrest Road, Bell Shoals Rd, and Bloomingdale Avenue, north of the Alafia River. By 1885, the residents supported a Presbyterian, Catholic, Methodist, and a Baptist church. Dr. Raymond was principal of Bloomingdale's grade school, which was established September 23, 1884. The school was begun through the efforts of Ludwig Wilhelm Buchholz, a recent German immigrant who began petitioning settlers for a school in 1883. Despite the rural and somewhat isolated setting, residents were drawn to the area during World War II. By the 1960s, Bloomingdale had become a bedroom community, and by 1990, its population reached 13,912. Valrico itself, also considered Long Pond, a series of booms and busts best describes the history of Valrico, a community located east of Brandon sprawled across State Road 60. Several large cotton plantations existed in this region of antebellum Hillsborough County, known as Long Pond or Lake Valrico. Between the end of the war and the 1880s, the area was sparsely settled. This would change with the arrival of the railroad and several enterprising immigrants, including William G. Toucey, a Tufts College psychology professor who moved to this section of Hillsborough County in the late 1880s. Toucey is credited with christening his new community Valrico, a Spanish word meaning Valley of Gold. Valrico has the distinction of being the only community in the country with that name. If you loved this video, subscribe for more about the local area and great things to do in the area. If you loved this video, check out my pet-friendly guide to Tampa and South Shore.